Minimum wage should be changed to a living wage. Many things like occupation, industry, and local labor market will affect the pay rates for any given job. But low-skill labor is always going to receive the short end of the stick. Employers do not feel it's necessary to pay low-skill laborers more than the least amount possible because there's no demand to. It is standard to pay an entry-level service worker the minimum possible amount, and very few employers will go against that trend as long as it remains common practice. They don't present an outstanding value to the firm and are often easily replaceable. However, in markets like Seattle and San Francisco, where median income is much higher than the national average, it is difficult for low-skill workers to make a living wage since cost of living expenses are so high. According to an analysis by Forbes contributor Tim Worstall in a July 2016 article of a study on the minimum wage hike in Seattle, conducted by the University of Washington, he claims that while employment increased in Seattle since the hike, low-skill employment actually decreased. He attributed this change to employers demanding less low-skill labor due to the higher cost. However, cost of living has been increasing at an alarming rate, and the trend started before the minimum wage hike went into effect. According to a December 2017 Forbes article by Andrew DePietro, cost of living has skyrocketed in Seattle. Between 2010 and 2016, median rent went from about 36.8% of monthly earnings to 42.6%, which is an almost 6% increase in cost. According to this report, this is a common trend among cities with higher than average cost of living increases, such as Portland, Denver, and Atlanta. If minimum wage hadn't increased, low-skill laborers would have been forced out of the city because it has become increasingly difficult to afford to live within the greater Seattle metropolitan area. Employers would have then been forced to offer higher wages to attract low-skill labor from surrounding cities. Legislators in markets with rapid growth should be proactive in keeping the minimum wage at a living wage to keep low-skill labor in their local job market and to avoid losing them. This would cause some industries like manufacturing, retail, and service industries to suffer since they would have a difficult time recruiting and staffing.